Hello again. So I just wanted to make one more video about these circles because I was having a conversation with someone and it got pretty funny. So, in my previous videos, I've gone over the various definitions of revolution and kind of explained what's going on, but I kind of just wanted to, I don't know, have a little bit more fun with this. And instead of addressing the SAT question, which is kind of ambiguous, and I understand why people come up with different answers on that, I just wanted to kind of, ask a different question and ask, how many times does A rotate 360 degrees? Let's just leave it at that. How many times does A rotate 360 degrees? How many 360 degree revolutions does A make? So if we go like this, and we see A's upright, and we go around, well, here it's upside down, here it's upright again. So that's one 360 degree revolution. And if we ask how many times does it spin 360 degrees around its own center, go like this. We get one. We're going to mark that there. Two. Mark that there. And we're back. So that's three. 360 degree revolutions. And if we ask how many times do we see it from an inertial external frame of reference, we see 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's four 360 degree revolutions. But then if we ask, okay, if we do one of these, it's a 360 degree revolution from an external point of view. But then we ask, okay, what's going on here? Well, if you're like a sidereal circle enthusiast, when A has only rotated 360 degrees around its own center, it had to rotate 480 degrees to get to this point where it's pointing back at the center of B. So depending on which reference frame you're talking about, it rotated 360 degrees and 480 degrees at the same time. So, this is a very, to use a single word, revolution, to describe all of these things, and then rely on extending what kind of revolution you're talking about to give it context. If you leave off even one small bit of that context, then what you're saying can be completely misunderstood. So what I'm suggesting is that we look at what's going on and we start giving these different observations completely different names. And I think somebody who's more educated than me should be the one to do that. Because if you leave it up to me to name these things, I'm going to call them beers and whiskeys and whirlbits and whirly floofs, and I'm going to call them all kinds of strange things. But, I just think we need to really look at the way we're communicating about this, and maybe just make it a little clearer what we're trying to say by giving these individual, these kind of revolution, we're going to call them this, Those kind of revolution, we're going to call them that, you know, and so that in the future, when we're talking about these things, there's less confusion, which will lead to less, you know, arguing. Anyway, hope everybody's having a great day. Take it easy.